today is sponsored by Hometown Pharmacy. Vaccinations have been a critical topic of conversation over the past several years. Lots of people debate their necessity. So what role do vaccinations play in disease prevention and overall health? Here to explain is the president of Hometown Pharmacies, Jonathan Grice. And it's good to have you here.
Thank you. Good to be here.
Okay, these vaccinations. Tell me, what does it do for our bodies when we get a vaccine?
Well, a vaccine is training your immune system to know what to identify as a problem. Our immune system's already there to help our bodies fight off the problematic organisms around us. And when a new thing is introduced, our body will develop that immunity, but sometimes it's not till after we've already gotten it. So a vaccine is a lot of times meant to prevent us having to go through that. And we train our immune system by using a vaccine to tell it, hey, this will be a problem, find it, and get it out of there.
Got it. Okay, so we start with infants and we go throughout our lives when certain vaccines are important to consider. Yep. Talk about some of those.
You betcha. Yeah, so I'm sure we're all familiar with the childhood regimen. There's a whole smattering starting at 0 all the way through 7, 12 years.
Yep.
But really they're based on certain milestones in life. So as a child, there's basics of everybody needs to be protected against these certain things. But then as we get older, it's based on risk or exposure. And so obviously we know that when you travel to other countries, certain countries may require different vaccinations. Well, that's simply because there's an exposure risk. You're likely to encounter this organism in that area of the world, so let's get that vaccination. Same thing here. When there's a new organism that is in our region, we get a vaccine for that. Just like flu every year changes a little bit. That's a great example of, based on exposure, you want to respond with a vaccine to prevent it.
In your pharmacies, do you provide certain vaccines for people?
Yep. We've always done the flu shot, COVID shot, shingles shots are pretty standard for us, pneumococcal for pneumonia. And so there's a fairly routine list that folks are wanting or aging into needing that we do stock on the regular. We can do more than that, but usually it's by request. You know, when folks are specifically traveling, we can help them figure out what exactly they need before they go.
I think a lot of people struggle with this whole vaccine thing, and COVID clearly made it more difficult for a lot of people. How can they sort of find the expertise or the listening ear to help people sort through what's right? Obviously with their physicians, but they can find it at your doorstep as well. Yeah,
you said it well. Physicians might be first step. Pharmacists, though, I want to be in that conversation too, of just go talk to your pharmacist, see how they feel about it, get some information that you can trust, rather than, you know, you can find evidence on either side of that fence out there on the internet that it's probably best to just go and have a direct conversation with somebody you trust.
Yes, and your pharmacist can also help people optimize the medical treatment that may come from their physician, and not just with vaccines, but their overall health. They are prepared to come alongside sort of that, you know, traditional medical approach and help optimize health.
You got it. Yep, that's what we like to do.
Okay, for more information, visit hometownpharmacy.com and search vaccinations and locations. It's good to have you here.
Thank you.